Hi friends, hi friends, hi friends. Happy Thursday. How are you? I am so excited to see you all. It is island time. It is mocktail happy hour and I am so excited to see all of you. Hi Mom, hi Beth, hey Holly, hey everyone. As you are jumping in, I am so excited to be sharing one of my favorite topics with you. You'll have to let me know where you are watching from in the comments if you would like. Hello everyone, hello. And I am humbled to be on this wave of momentum with you, and I love getting to connect with you every time we meet here. And it has been such an abundant time this month with all the BOGOs. And for those of you that did not hear, the Blue Tansy BOGO this week sold out, and it is so exciting to see all of you getting your BOGOs in time for using these, and it is going to be so much fun. In August, we are going to do a Blue Tansy Toe Challenge in our oil squad, so everyone's going to get the details for that. It's so exciting. Hello, Helen. And we have our final BOGO on Tuesday, so Monday, late morning, I'll be jumping in to share with you all the details of our final BOGO. And speaking of connecting and sharing with you all, my name is Hillary LeMay, and if you are new to my channel, I am so grateful that you are here with me, and I want to personally welcome you to another Throw It Out Thursday broadcast. And I am just happy to welcome you. I'm your welcome wagon of one. If you are new here, I am an essential oil educator. I'm also a Platinum Global Team Leader and AromaTouch Certified Practitioner with doTERRA International, and I'm your label reading gangster hostess. And together we kick chemicals to the curb where they belong. We hang out together. We learn about how to use our oils with ease and with fun so that we can integrate them into the landscape of our daily lives and just support all the areas of our wellness. And also stay cool when it's about 1,001 degrees outside with some refreshing essential flair. So that's what tonight is all about. And I am so grateful that you have chosen to spend some of your evening here with me. And I like to add as much value to our time together as possible. So if you miss anything or you have to jump off, you can always catch this anytime in perpetuity. It'll be available on YouTube as well as here on Periscope, safe and sound. And you can ask questions, you can participate, so hopefully you'll feel that you want to. So you can jump in and ask questions if you'd like to. And if I don't get a chance to answer it, you can always send me a message in any of the vortexes, and I can get back to you whenever I'm able to. And I've been sharing doTERRA essential oils and running a global oil team since 2014, and I've been able to turn a horribly traumatic string of situations and medical traumas into purpose and passion for helping other people around the world. And I wish someone that had shared oils with me years before they did. And I am so grateful for what oils have done in my life. And next Friday actually marks my 5-year doTERRA anniversary. I cannot believe how much my life and my mindset and just everything in general has changed and just up-leveled and evolved and expanded. And it has been so much fun to share it with you. And much of that has been here with you every time that we meet, and it's been so exciting. And we now have over 800 members worldwide in my little Empowered by Oils tribe, and we've welcomed almost 30 new families this month, and our tribe is just growing, and it is so fun and such a joy to share with you all from wherever you are. So if you're new to catching my videos, you have a lot, maybe a little bit of catching up to do. 193 videos. No sweat, you've got this, right? You can just binge watch whenever you're on a plane or on a train or wherever. But I love supporting my local community. I love supporting you virtually and bringing wellness to you wherever you are, simply and in intentional ways. And so tonight is all about kicking slurpees to the curb. Hi Cecilia. Slurpees to the curb with a summer refresher course on my favorite mineral, my skeleton key of wellness, of course. That's right, Mama Hillsy's favorite magnesium. And we're bringing paradise, a little paradise vacation to you without the chemicals, without the food dyes, without the sugary, fancy, boutique-y, tiki bar drinks, or going to 7-Eleven if you want a cooler this summer. And I introduced the topic of magnesium back in 2015. And I've been partnering with one of my local oil squad customers, Casey Koloski, who owns the V-Cycle Indoor Cycling Studio. And by the way, the V-Cycle water bottles, something about them makes water taste so extra fresh. So holler, shout out to V-Cycle Studio because I've got my big water bottle with me with my lemon water to help detoxify all my filter organs. And she asked us to come do a 3-part series this summer for her clients. And some work out on the weekend mornings, some work out on the weekends, some work out in the weekday mornings. And so she wanted us to cover all the bases for all her clients, and they are excited to learn about magnesium. And ever since I introduced the topic to her, she's been sharing it in bits and pieces with her clients, and they've been saying like, I want to learn more. And so she invited us to come, and we are so loving this. And nothing says give me electrolytes like a hard workout. And so this Saturday morning, Amanda and I are headed back to V-Cycle to do part 2 of our workshop for her members. And we have some extra special goodies to share. So if you're watching and you are in the local area, you definitely want to be there, because especially if you have not gotten started with oils yet, you're going to have some extra special goodies to snag at our event that are exclusive to the event. And it made me want to do an updated video to share with you some of the benefits of magnesium and show you how to easily swap that out from the 7-Eleven Slurpee run that you might be doing to a DIY version with more flavor and easier to pronounce ingredients. And so tonight we're going to talk all about the types of magnesium that we use and why drinking magnesium mocktails with essential flair are really a part of your regular daily habit architecture. If you can incorporate one magnesium drink a day, even a couple days a week, it is going to completely up-level your wellness pyramid. And for those of you in the Northern Virginia area, like I said, if you are around this weekend on Saturday, we'll be at the V-Cycle Studio in South Riding, Saturday the 27th at after the 8 a.m. class, after the 8 a.m. cycling class, and then after the 9 a.m. stretch class. So you will absolutely have to come down and see us. It's completely free. It's just a customer appreciation event. So we'll be educating her customers. If you're not a gym member there, you're welcome to come and learn with us and have a great time. And I love keeping you all posted of what we're doing in the community. And this is our frequency. This is our flow. This is just holding space in the cloud for education and learning and making sure that you are really finding value in these little beautiful bottles that you are investing in, because you got them for a reason. And I want to make sure that you feel really comfortable with how to leverage them. And this platform of Periscope has been around since before Facebook Live was here, before Instagram Live was here. And so I'm grateful for the fact that you have stuck with me through all the years and all these different, vortexes and platforms coming about. But I love this platform of Periscope. It's really special. And this space here allows me to just share my passion for doTERRA with you and my love for wellness living. And if there's something you want me to do a broadcast on, just let me know. You can go to hillarylemay.com and shoot me a little message. Now you can tap the 3 little buttons, especially if you're new and you might not be familiar with Periscope. You can click the 3 little buttons at the bottom, and that is in the bottom right corner, and that allows you to share the broadcast across your social media on Facebook and Twitter. And then if you miss anything, you can catch up on YouTube or here in the Periscope recent section. And if you're joining us for the first time, like I said, you have a little bit of catching up to do, 193 broadcasts, but that's no sweat. You've got that. Hi, Shannon. I'm so excited to see you tomorrow. And so tonight I'm going to briefly walk you through the basics of what magnesium is, some of the lifestyle factors that really can cause you to be deficient in magnesium, and how to tell if you're deficient. Also, we're going to talk about the evidence-based health benefits of magnesium, and these are all from research studies that are available publicly on PubMed. So it is really important that when we're making these changes that we feel confident and comfortable with the things that we're doing. And then we're going to dig into our demo where I am going to make you my watermelon lime mint magnesium slush. And then we're going to wrap it up with my Pina Colada ginger magnesium slush. And then we're going to talk a little bit real quick about dosage by the ages for kids, for adults. We're going to talk about absorption of magnesium. And then lastly, we're going to talk about any risks associated with it, because I'm not a doctor. I'm not claiming to be a doctor. This is not medical advice. I'm just sharing with you some of these wellness practices that we have been incorporating into our family and into our oil tribe, and that those from all over the world that are in my oil team have been really finding so much value in, and I love to share it with you. So magnesium is something that I talk about almost every new oiler, pretty much everybody. And it's something that we use a lot in our oil tribe, and one of our very first go-tos when anyone asks me for oil support when it comes to restful sleep or anxious feelings or digestive support or head tension. So you can see how it starts to add up. And when we can incorporate one simple thing into our wellness pyramid that can support every area, it makes everything so much stronger. It makes the foundation stronger, and it helps us see that, wow, when I do this one thing, I feel better, I'm sleeping better, I'm improving my workout performance, I'm getting better muscle recovery, I'm supporting my head tension when it happens. So you're going to hopefully see why tonight if you're new, if magnesium is new to you. And if it's not new to you, hopefully this is just a nice little refresher course. And of course, you can tap the screen as many times as you want at the bottom, and that sends me up a little heart and just lets me know that you are enjoying yourself along with me. And so I would love for you to let me know in the comments if you have ever made a magnesium mocktail before. If so, what maybe your favorite combos are. And I'm gonna move my pineapple because it's just so festive, but I'm gonna move this out of the way so that we can chat a little bit closer. So tonight we're going to dig into the basics because we've been doing these events in our town, and many of the new oilers that joined from our last V-Cycle event have been super curious to learn a little bit more about magnesium, and so hopefully for all of you, you really will get something out of this. But if you've never had a magnesium mocktail, it's just where you're taking magnesium and a liquid, either like coconut water or flat water or sparkling water, and you're mixing it with an essential oil. So it's like a cocktail, but there's no alcohol in it, so it's a mocktail. And for those of you that have not made one before, I hope that this inspires you to do that. So first of all, we're going to get a little nerdy with talking about what magnesium is. Now, it is the fourth most abundant mineral in the body, and it plays so many important roles in the health of our body and our brain. It's found in the earth, it's found in the sea, it's found in plants and animals and humans, and about 60% of the magnesium in your body is found in your bones. The rest is in your muscles, the soft tissue, the fluids in your body, and magnesium is really the ultimate BFF because it's like a helper molecule for hundreds of biochemical reactions in the body. So think of a magnesium drink as like the 7 dwarves that are all going to work for your body every time you take a sip of that drink. Okay, so you've got like 7 housekeepers, and they're all doing different things. Someone's in the digestive tract, someone's in the circulatory system, somebody is, in the muscle tissue. I mean, you've got dwarves everywhere. So think of magnesium as your BFF, as your buddy, that person that is ride or die with you, that's who you text or call or message when something's exciting in your life and you want them there by your side. Magnesium is your wellness BFF, okay? And so of course, when we pair our essential oils with magnesium, it's magic. And magnesium helps convert food into energy, and it creates new proteins from amino acids. It helps create and repair DNA and RNA, and we need to repair all the damage happening from those free radicals in our environmental area. So magnesium is part of the contraction and the relaxation of hundreds of muscles. So when we're talking about fitness and muscle recovery, magnesium is so foundational. And it also helps regulate the nervous system, which is one of the reasons it's so amazing for our mood, and one of the reasons it's so amazing for restful sleep. And almost every single person that I talk to about oils, when we go through and rate their wellness pyramid on a scale of 1 to 10, anxious feelings and improved sleep are things that they would really like help with. And so this is why, young or old, anybody can benefit from magnesium. It is so incredible. And in the almost 5 years that I have been sharing about magnesium, because it was 2015 when I started using it. But I came to doTERRA in 2014, but 2015 is when I started using and sharing about magnesium. The amount of support that it has given me with my anxiety is just through the roof. And anxiety is not a compliant word, but when we're talking about magnesium, that's not about oils, okay? So oils are completely separate, and of course supportive for supporting anxious feelings, okay, take that, compliance. But when we are talking about mood balance and emotions and hormonal balance, all of those things come into play. So really, really important there with getting your restful sleep and your mood. Now, some of the lifestyle factors that can cause us to be a little bit more deficient in magnesium, the fact that half of the population is deficient in magnesium is pretty pretty astounding. And so this is why this topic is really helpful, because most of you can benefit from magnesium. And so during exercise, if you are exercising and intentionally moving your body to the point where you're sweating, you need 10 to 20% more magnesium than if you were resting. Now, that's just when you're working out, but your body is doing all those 7 dwarves are working in your body in every single one of your body systems. And so you need extra support no matter what. And then if you tack on to that the fact that you are probably already deficient in magnesium, the amount of magnesium you need is even more. So you want to listen to your body, and your body will tell you. When your body talks, listen. When you are feeling pain, when you're experiencing head tension or mood, when your mood is just out of balance, that is your body talking to you. And let those 7 dwarves help you, right? Those 7 dwarves are there. They're helping you chug along. Every single one of your body systems is going to be so appreciative of the support from magnesium. So if you are consuming a lot of alcohol, if you're consuming a lot of caffeine, if you're consuming certain medications like birth control, you may be deficient in magnesium. And some of the symptoms, so that maybe, you might be asking, well, how do I know if I'm deficient in magnesium? So if you experience a loss of appetite, if you're experiencing nausea or vomiting or fatigue or weakness or tingling or numbness, any neuropathy in your hands or feet, if you're experiencing muscle cramps on a regular basis, if you suffer from seizures, if you are experiencing any personality changes that are not normal to you, like you're just feeling 0 to 60 when something upsets you, you're really feeling triggered by that more so than before. And if you have any heart spasms or any eye twitches or things like that, leg twitches and things. So this is a really good opportunity to check in. And this is where the work is. This is where the work begins with our oils and with this lifestyle and with the mindfulness and the personal development and really listening to our body and learning to tune in. Once we've done all that, what do we do with that information? Well, we can support our body using the natural tools instead of just going to the doctor and blindly listening to whatever they say without questioning it and without thinking about what resonates within you and feels best for you. So hopefully incorporating magnesium just as a basic wellness practice will help you feel like you're a little bit more tapped in. Now, we're going to talk a little bit about these evidence-based health benefits of magnesium, and all of these evidence-based little nuggets that I'm sharing with you can be found on PubMed. The National Institute of Health has shared these little snippets, and if you want the article citations, I would be happy to share those with you. I will have them at the ready. I have them ready to share in my Empowered by Oils page, so that's a great resource because that's where you can go for all the research and everything you need. So tonight I'll be posting the links to all of those articles. If you want copies of those, feel free to just shoot me a message on my website, hillarylemay.com. Email is probably the easiest way so that I can send all of those to you in links. On Instagram, you can't post links in the caption. It doesn't link it there. So hopefully, if you want that information, I'd be happy to share that. So the first one, now speaking of exercise, all my V-Cycle Studio babes are gonna love this. So one of the PubMed studies I found from the NIH showed that athletes who supplemented with magnesium, and this is the magnesium that we use, this is Natural Vitality Calm, when they supplemented with magnesium for 4 weeks, they had faster running, cycling, and swimming times during a triathlon. And they also experienced reduction in insulin and stress hormone levels. So it is extremely amazing when you are talking about muscle recovery and supporting your body for fitness. Even if you're not an athlete, everybody should be working out. Every single body needs to be moving, and your heart needs to be pumping, and you need to get fresh air, you need to get out of your house. And even if you have a gym membership, or even if you like to work out on the treadmill, get out of the house, get some fresh air, work out in the morning before it's too hot, work out after dinner with your family, take your dog for a walk, move your body. Another PubMed study showed that magnesium actually enhances your exercise performance by increasing glucose availability in your blood, muscles, and brain. So these are really cool nuggets of wisdom, right? To be understanding that magnesium is not only helping us sleep and helping us with our anxious feelings, but it's also helping us when we want to be fit and we want to move our body, and it's really, really helping us. Oh, good. Good. You're an overachiever. It's perfect being on the bike right now. And people who get the most magnesium actually have a lower risk of getting type 2 diabetes. And supplements and the studies have shown that supplementing has been enabling the lower blood sugar in some of those people and reducing the insulin resistance in people with type 2 diabetes. Also, there's a link between using magnesium and depression, anxiety, and magnesium deficiency. So when you are deficient in magnesium, you are more prone to feeling depressed, feeling anxious feelings when your body is not supported, because these areas of your mood and your emotional balance and your hormones, when your hormones are out of whack, you probably know that you feel that. And so when you have magnesium in your cabinet, and you can easily reach for that, let's say you've been taking a hormone supplement from the doctor. Well, once you start working with magnesium, you might realize, wow, maybe I don't need that. Maybe the missing link here was something that was missing in my body that I can actually supplement on my own. And so you are your first and best healer. So it's very important that, again, this is not medical advice. I'm not a doctor. I'm definitely not telling you to get off any of your medications. But what I am telling you is that I think this is really eye-opening and helps us understand how to start the dialogue with empowerment and intention when we're talking to our medical team. That we should have an open dialogue where we can say, hey, what are your thoughts on magnesium? Have you done any research on magnesium? I was doing research on magnesium and these are my findings. And when I started taking magnesium every day, this is what I found. You know, having that dialogue with your doctor, because your doctor is not a nutritionist. Your doctor is not a functional nutritionist with medicine and food understanding and, you know, on every single level. They are specialized in whatever you're going there for. And, you know, I'm not bashing any doctors, of course. I mean, it is so important and it's so crucial that we have really, really incredible medical team members on our side. However, a lot of times people will come to me and say they're so frustrated because their doctor is not open to natural remedies. Their doctor is not on board with natural remedies and things. And so I just encourage you to keep the dialogue open and bring articles that you find that are actually evidence-based from PubMed, you know, from not just from a random blogger, but truly from an evidence-based resource that can really help you. So hopefully you find that helpful. Also, the improvement of your anxious feelings, and when you are boosting your magnesium level, again, this is going to help you get a more restful sleep. Magnesium also has incredible anti-inflammatory benefits. So low magnesium intake is linked with chronic inflammation. And one of the drivers of aging, one of the drivers of obesity and chronic disease is inflammation, right? And so when we can see the link between inflammation and illness, and when we can see the link between using magnesium and feeling less inflammation and supporting the body naturally, so it's reducing the inflammation, we're reducing the amount of feeling that chronic pain. We're reducing that pain. And then over time, when our body is so supported, we might not need to rely on some of those other pharmaceutical drugs because we're using natural remedies like magnesium, which is a naturally occurring mineral, right? So everybody has access to it. This is not something that's an exclusive thing to doTERRA. You know, you can get magnesium anywhere. And I think that that is really, really important to know that these are little building blocks that we're creating in our body. And it's not just drinking a magnesium drink once a week. It's creating that habit architecture that now we're supporting our body every single day with magnesium. Just like we take our lifelong vitality vitamins, just like we put our lemon water in our cup and we drink that and we're supporting our detoxification pathways. Also, magnesium can help prevent migraines and head tension. And people with frequent migraines and head tension, in another article that I found on PubMed, were statistically having lower magnesium levels. So some studies are showing that supplementing it with supplementing your nutritional plan with magnesium is supporting relief for your migraines. So when you have some essential oils that support head tension and you pair that with a magnesium drink, that is a 1-2 punch where you are even using more of those natural tools to support your body. Every time that something happens, you reach for your oils, you reach for your magnesium. These are the tools of your trade. You've got those 7 dwarves helping you with the magnesium, all of those body systems. And I would guess that most of you, if you are doing magnesium on a regular basis, you've probably noticed that the amount of episodes that you have head tension have decreased drastically. So I used to get headaches almost every single day, whether it was from my jaw, like clenching my jaw during the day or at night, or whether it was from just stress or, you know, whatever it might be, dehydration or whatever. I was getting headaches almost every single day. And when I started doing some of these other wellness practices like frankincense and copaiba under my tongue every day and drinking a magnesium mocktail at dinner time, I started to see a decrease in some of those episodes. So that's a really huge one. Also, magnesium improves PMS symptoms like water retention, mood, tiredness, and irritability. And then most importantly, magnesium is safe and it's widely available, like I was just mentioning. So you can get the Natural Vitality Calm on Amazon. It's in my Amazon faves. So if you go to my website, you can tap the link for my Amazon favorites and you can find it there. You can also find it at many of the health food stores nearby, like Whole Foods, Wegmans might have it. You'll have to let me know where you might find Natural Calm if it's in somewhere that's maybe unexpected, but you can find the packets or the canister. And magnesium citrate is what the Natural Calm drink powder is, and it's very easily absorbed into the body. And again, this is the brand that we drink. If you find a brand that you like, I just definitely encourage you to be sure that you are a label reading gangster and you read the label. One of the reasons I really like this brand, it's vegan, it's gluten-free, it's non-GMO, and it is really incredible. Now this has a serving size of 2 teaspoons, which is 350 milligrams of magnesium. And we're gonna talk about the serving size after we do the demo that you would want to have your intake for, depending on your ages, like for kiddos and then for adults. And again, I just want to reiterate that I am not a doctor, and you always want to check in with your medical team if you have any pre-existing conditions or if you're on any medications, that you might want to just let your doctor know your plans to just start supporting your body with magnesium in simple ways, and just let them know. Maybe bring this with you next time you have a checkup where you can talk. So now, how do we use magnesium to feel better and support our body naturally and fill it with essential flair? Well, 2 of my favorite types of magnesium are magnesium citrate, of course, like this, and this is a drink powder, but then also Epsom salt. So Epsom salt is, and you know, not everybody wants to take a bath. Okay, so some people don't have a bathtub, some people live in an apartment or condo, or they're traveling a lot and they want a little quicker, more accessible, on-the-go type of option for drinking or for benefiting from magnesium. So that's why the mocktail is really my go-to, and it's just hopefully going to be one of your new BFFs if you've not incorporated it yet. But Epsom salt is magnesium sulfate. So this is magnesium citrate with a C and magnesium sulfate with an S. So think of soaker tub, magnesium sulfate, and then think of like an ice cold chiller, and that's the citrate. So magnesium citrate is what you drink, magnesium sulfate is what you soak into, okay? So I am gonna show you 2 new magnesium mocktail recipes to help you up-level your next summer night with your friends. You can skip 7-Eleven, you can skip the Slurpee run, and sip a nice cold drink with lots of health benefits. And the flavor punch of our essential oils is just gonna really support the body's natural detoxification pathways, and a Slurpee cannot do that, right? So we're gonna get into it, because I don't know about you, but I feel like it is a mocktail hour right now. So we are gonna get into our demo. Now, what I'm gonna do is just bring my blender here for everybody to be part of the fun with me. And we are gonna grab my blender cup, and you can do this in whatever kind of serving size that works for you. If you're doing a large quantity for a large event, you can do a really big pitcher of this, but I just want to make this in an individual serving size because I like to be able to let people choose their own adventure. As always, you know I love that. So if someone has different flavor preferences than you can kind of set up a little magnesium slush bar set up with your blender and all your ingredients, different fruits, different essential oils, and you can let them play. But we're gonna do my watermelon, lime, and mint magnesium slush. It is so good. Yesterday, yes, it does definitely help you poop. That is true. It is very supportive for your digestion. Yesterday, I was just working on my notes and things for you, and I was just sipping on my magnesium drink, and I was thinking, man, this is really, really good. I'm so excited to share this with everyone because it is just going to be so perfect for summertime. So in a blender, we're going to combine all our ingredients. So first, we're going to add 1 cup of watermelon cubes, and you can use whatever you've got at home. If you've got frozen that you pop in the freezer, cool. If you've got just regular watermelon here hanging out, you can use whatever you've got. I did not freeze this. This is just regular watermelon that we had in the fridge. But especially if you have watermelon that might be a little bit overripe, this is a perfect opportunity for you to put it to use. And so what we like to do is when our watermelon's getting a little bit overripe, we just put it in the freezer for a day, and then we can make our slushies, or we can make smoothies with it, or juice, or whatever we're gonna do. So we're gonna add the watermelon. We're gonna add a little bit of the juice too that's in there as well, because you can never have too much flavor. And then we're just gonna wipe down our surface area real quickly here. So we've got 1 cup of our watermelon cubed here, and then we're gonna add a handful of mint leaves. And I just love fresh mint because it is just so refreshing, and oh man, I wish you guys had smell-o-vision. So we're just gonna add in here some fresh mint, about maybe 4 or 5 leaves. It's not an exact science. I'm a jazz singer in the kitchen. I just like to put in a little of this, a little of that. So it's very hard to actually put my recipes on paper sometimes, because when I'm in the kitchen playing, I just toss in some things, and then I have to go back in the test kitchen and like jot down the exact measurements for you guys to make sure that you can recreate this at home. So, but we are gonna add the mint leaves, and then we're gonna add our essential flair. So we're gonna add 5 drops of lime, and I love lime. Lime and any of the citrus oils are great for cleansing the liver and the colon and the pancreas and the skin. So we've got 5 drops of lime, and it supports a healthy immune function, and it improves acid reflux. Lime also supports the body against seasonal threats and boosts your mood. So all the things, we want all those things. And now we're gonna add about 1/4 of a cup of lime sparkling water. Now you can use plain if you prefer that as well. You can use whatever you want. Just add a little splash there, okay? And then we are gonna add 1 teaspoon of our Natural Calm magnesium powder. Now, you can use watermelon if you have watermelon from last summer, but the watermelon has stevia. So if you do not want stevia, then you can just totally opt for the calorie-free option with the plain. And the plain is super versatile, so it's nice if you want to have, all 5 flavors or whatever. Just focus on having the first one, focus on the calm plain, because this is really flexible. It's very chameleon-like. You can add any essential oils, any fruit, any liquid that you want, and it's just a clean slate. So we're gonna add 1 teaspoon of our Natural Calm, and we'll save this for our next recipe. Okay, and then we're gonna grab our ice. So I have my little doTERRA ice cup, and we're gonna grab about 10 ice cubes. So that's about 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, okay? And then if you need more ice, you can go back in and grab more ice. And you're gonna just press this down right here, and then we're gonna just spin this into our blender, and it's gonna be so delicious, and you are gonna love this so much, okay? You guys ready to rock and roll? Okay, and then we're gonna add a little bit more ice. Now be careful, because we're using the carbonation from the sparkling water and then the effervescence from the citric acid in the magnesium, so it might give you a little poof. So we're gonna just be a little careful when we open. Okay, and then we're gonna add a little bit more ice, since we can make room, because we had to crush up all of our watermelon. And so you can add another few handfuls of ice cubes if you would like. There we go. Perfect, nice and slushy. And now we are gonna take a cup, and we're gonna just pour this slushy goodness right on in. So good, so good, so good. And we've got that essential flair with the lime, and we've got our watermelon. We're gonna just take a little piece of watermelon, wedge that onto the side, and then we've just got a little mint leaf that we're gonna put here for cute factor, right? And in no time, you've made a watermelon, lime, and mint magnesium slush. Cheers, I'm gonna have a little sip. Oh my God, this is so good. Amanda, if you're still watching, you might have to come over right afterward and have this. It's so delicious, oh my. So good. So in no time, we've made this delicious slushy with watermelon and mint and lime and magnesium, and it's got a little tartness from the magnesium. It's got the sweetness from the watermelon, a little bit fresh with the mint, and then the lime citrus just makes it incredibly summery and fresh and light, and this is so good. I hope you guys make this. All right, so we're gonna put this to the side, and then we're gonna make our next recipe, which is my yummy Pina Colada ginger magnesium slush. So if you are hosting a barbecue or if you're having friends over, you can make a big pitcher of these, and that would be really fun to have on hand so that you could just keep pouring these or make them as people wanted to, or like I said, set up a little slushy bar and set up all the ingredients and have a couple blenders going so that people could be able to choose their own adventure. So now we're going to add all of our ingredients to another blender bottle, and this is just a clean slate. So I like to, you know, especially when you're trying a new recipe, try it out first before you incorporate it, you know, into a large batch, because you might want it differently than maybe somebody else, okay? So we are going to do 1 cup of pineapple. Now, if you have frozen pineapple, that's great. If you don't, that's totally fine. I am using fresh pineapple that we had here, and I just like to cut it up into little tidbit sizes so that it's easy to blend. Okay, so we're gonna add 1 cup of pineapple, just like we added our watermelon. Same kind of recipe, same measurement, same type of thing. You can choose your own adventure with whatever fruits that you want. Let me just clean my hands a little bit. Hope you guys are enjoying your evening. Okay, and next we're gonna add 1/2 cup of coconut water. And I love coconut water. It is such a great way for you to restore your electrolytes, and I love it. Now, you wanna be a label reading gangster. This is 1/2 cup. You want to be a label reading gangster when you're talking about coconut water, and you want to make sure that whichever brand of coconut water that you're using, I like Wegmans brand, but I know you guys don't all have Wegmans where you live. I prefer a brand that is not from concentrate and that does not have any added sugar. So you want to just practice your flexing your label reading gangster muscle and make sure that you do not have any added sugar and that it is not from concentrate when you are snagging up your coconut water, okay? And if you've never had coconut water with just a drop of lime in it, you're totally missing out. It's so super good. So to our pineapple and our coconut water, we're gonna add 1 drop of ginger essential oil. And ginger supports healthy digestion, a healthy metabolic function, healthy blood sugar levels. It's great for our pregnant oily mamas out there for morning sickness, any queasy feelings. So a drop of ginger is gonna give this recipe such a cool flavor dimension. You're going to absolutely love it. And 1 drop is all you need because ginger is super thick, and you're just gonna love this so much. And then now you can also add a splash of coconut sparkling water if you want it to be a little effervescent, and we are gonna add just a little splash of that. Okay, and then we're gonna add our magnesium. So this is our natural calm again. So we're gonna add 1 teaspoon of natural calm to our blender bottle, and it's gonna fizz up a little bit. And then we're gonna add a few handfuls of ice. And you're starting to see how simple this is, right? This is just so basic and simple, and it's gonna taste like Pina Colada, but it's got ginger and magnesium and so many health benefits that you're not getting from a Pina Colada Slurpee at 7-Eleven or a Pina Colada drink at a fancy boutique-y resort where you're going on vacation. So Mama Hilsey's here to just toss it to the side. We're kicking all that to the curb and saying you can enjoy these amazing things at home without that, okay? And then we're gonna just put our top here on our blender. I'm gonna just wipe down my surface again. If you use frozen pineapple, you don't have to use ice, but what I would recommend is just checking out the texture halfway through. So once you blend it, open up the blender bottle and see if the texture is right for you, because some people might want it a little bit more thin, some people want it a little bit more thick, but you want to be able to drink it. So definitely just choose your own adventure and see what's going to work for you. Okay, you guys ready to do this? Okie dokie. So good. Okay, and then there might be a little bit of a poof, a little puff thing. So you just want to give it a little time because you've got the effervescence from the magnesium, and then you've got the effervescence from the carbonated LaCroix. So we're just going to take that slow, perfect. And then if you'd like, again, like I was saying, you can add a little bit more ice if you want the texture to be a little bit thicker. You can absolutely do that. Now we're just going to add like 1 or 2 more little ice cubes there, and then give it 1 more little zhuzh, and then we're going to pour. And we're going to do something super fancy. There we go. Okay, now I'm gonna set this to the side and I'm gonna move my blender over. And what we're gonna do is take a little bowl, okay? We're gonna take a little bowl and we're gonna add a splash of coconut water to the bowl. That's plenty. And then we're gonna take another bowl and add some unsweetened shredded coconut. And hopefully you guys can imagine what we're gonna do with this. This is my favorite brand of unsweetened shredded coconut. It's 100% organic, and the brand is Let's Do Organic. You can get it at any grocery store. And we're just gonna add one little thin layer to coat this. That's plenty. Okay, and so what we're gonna do is just make this a little flat layer. And what we're gonna do is we are going to take our cup and we are going to dip it in the coconut water, just like this, okay? And then we are going to rim the glass with coconut shreds. This is so cute. So it's just like a fancy drink at a fancy place, but it's just home, right? Look how pretty that is. Adorbs, okay? Yep, sometimes you just have to make magic happen, right? Because it's just so much fun to do that in your own home, okay? And then you can take your beautiful drink, slushy that you just made in no time, and you can say sayonara to those 7-Eleven slushies. Look how cute that is. And then if there's extra, you can have a little sip. How fun is this, you guys, right? Like, this is just the absolute cutest, so fun, so summery, and your friends are gonna be totally wowed when they taste your delicious drinks, okay? And so you can just put your straw in there, and you can have your yummy drink, and we're gonna taste this because why not? It's my house, right? My drink. Oh my God, it's so good. The ginger is incredible. The dimension that the ginger makes in here is just so good. I hope you guys will try this. Now, real quickly, in a nutshell, I want you to have fun with your oils, right? So play with different recipes, have a blast, have a great time. Now, the recommended daily allowance for magnesium really depends on age and gender. So the National Institute of Health actually recommends the following intake of magnesium. So from 1 to 3 years old, 80 milligrams a day. 4 to 8 years old, 130 milligrams a day. 9 to 13, 240 milligrams a day. And then from 14 years and up, the requirements are different actually for men and women. So men 14 to 18 need 410 milligrams a day. Men 19 and over need 400 to 420 milligrams a day. And then women 14 to 18 need 360 milligrams a day. And then females 19 and over need 310 to 320 milligrams a day. And if you are pregnant, during your pregnancy, you need 350 to 400 milligrams a day. Okay, and then if you're breastfeeding, you need 310 to 360 milligrams a day. So if you're consuming caffeine, if you're consuming alcohol, if you're consuming certain medications like we talked about, or you're exercising with a lot of vigor and you're burning more magnesium, you need to be sure that you are supplementing properly. So especially if you're not eating any foods that are supplemented with magnesium. So if you are eating a lot of processed foods, you know, even if you're not eating processed foods, our soil is depleted, you need more supplementation there. So it's really important for you to just be aware. This is all about awareness, because when we are aware, then when we know better, we can do better. And that's all this is about. It's just being aware and knowing that we have this awesome tool of magnesium in our cabinet that we can make really delicious things with. And so how well do we absorb magnesium? Well, the bioavailability of a nutrient is really about the degree that we absorb it and retain it in the body. So like we've debunked before, we're not what we eat. You've probably heard that 1,000 times. You are what you eat. That's actually not the case. You are what you absorb. So if your body does not have the proper enzymes and ability to break down what you're eating, you could be eating the fanciest, most clean organic produce in the world, and your body is not absorbing it. And magnesium has about a medium bioavailability, so that means it's mainly absorbed in the small intestine. So how effective absorption is really just depends on a couple factors too. So the amount of magnesium in your diet, the health of your GI tract, the overall magnesium status of a person, and if you are curious about your magnesium levels, you can always request a blood panel done from your doctor. They'll maybe send you to a lab if they don't do it on site, and you can work with your primary care physician to inquire about that. Also, just your nutrition and your diet as a whole. And then lastly, of course, your fitness and exertion level. Obviously, if you're a marathon runner, you're sweating, and the reason that sweat is salty is, right, that's those electrolytes coming out of your body. So you need to restore those electrolytes after you've worked out, and a magnesium mocktail, or one of these magnesium slushies is an absolute incredible opportunity for you to start really digging into your magnesium supplementation each day. Now, lastly, are there any risks associated with magnesium? Because a lot of times people will ask me, well, is it safe, or what do I do? Can I overdose? It is very, very unlikely that you could overdose on magnesium. Pretty much any excess magnesium just gets eliminated through your urine. So just like vitamin C, if you take too much of it and your body doesn't absorb it, you just eliminate it when you go to the restroom. Now, I always tell people to scale to bowel tolerance. That means when you start to drink magnesium, you want to listen to your body and pay attention to your body. So if you're having looser stool than you're comfortable with, if you're feeling a little nauseated, or if you're having abdominal cramping, you might want to scale back. So you always want to start small. Now, the dosage on the bottle is 2 teaspoons. I recommend starting with about a half a teaspoon, and then you can work your way up. So in our recipes, we had 1 teaspoon, but you can scale up to what you feel comfortable with. I've been enjoying magnesium for years, and I feel really comfortable with 1 to 2 teaspoons. I don't do more than that, but I am a very regular person, and I take my vitamins, and I've got my colorful fruits and vegetables and things like that. So if you are eating a lot more processed foods, you definitely would probably be erring on the side of more. So on the side of the full dosage of the 2 teaspoons. But if you're eating pretty clean, just listen to your body. If it's a little bit difficult to have 1 comfortable bowel movement per day, you need more magnesium. If that's okay for you, then you can maybe just start with a half teaspoon and see how that makes you feel. So again, I'm not a doctor, I'm not prescribing this to you. This is just something that you can follow the instructions and the directions on the canister, and be a label reading gangster, and really start to sink into how you can leverage magnesium to help support your body. And vitamins and minerals, they work synergistically with the phytonutrients. So that means that taking them together brings more benefits. So Olivia likes to do her magnesium mocktail hour with dinner, and she sleeps for 11 to 12 hours a night. And I'm just going to say it works really well for us, right? It works for her. She's very regular. She has no trouble falling asleep and staying asleep and having restful sleep. And I really would be curious to see how magnesium works for you. So when you incorporate it, I would love for you to follow up with me and let me know how it's going. I hope you found this helpful. This will be stored here in the cloud, so you can refer back to it anytime if you want to make any of these recipes. If you want to make the Pina Colada with ginger, if you want to make the magnesium slush with watermelon and mint and lime. So tasty, so yummy, so good. And, speaking of easy, when you're ordering your monthly wellness box with doTERRA this month, or in August if you're planning for next month, if you haven't already done so, stock up on some of these citrus oils if you don't have them. Maybe you don't have lime, or maybe you don't have ginger, and it's really fun. So if you're missing anything, you can stock up on some of those oils like tangerine or lemon. You might be out of lemon, I don't know, I use lemon so much that I always want to stock up on that. But even something simple like lemon, lime, tangerine, ginger, wild orange. It's just really fun to experiment with these different oils and see how the flavors are going to resonate with you. And so when you are putting your monthly subscription box together, it's nice to know that everything in there is what you've picked. Most other companies, when you get a monthly subscription box, you have no idea what's in there, right? So it's really nice with our monthly wellness box with doTERRA that you can be in the driver's seat, and you can add the things that you want to experiment with. You can add the things that you want to try. And so speaking of trying things, if you are ready to dig into oils, I would love for you to reach out to me. I would love to incorporate you into our oil tribe and help educate you and walk you through your wellness pipelines, and set up a one-on-one virtually if you're not in my area, or you can come to my home and we can set up a wellness consult where we'll go through all the areas of your wellness, your nutrition, your digestion, your sleep, your mood, and your stress levels, your exercise level, your self-care, all these things, toxic load. And we can add you to our community, our private Empowered by Oils community, all the recipes, all the demos I've ever done since 2014, all the posts, education, research articles, every single thing. All of those things are saved there for you to access, and they're archived, and they're very easy to find. So We also have a special Muscles and Mocktails starter bundle that we've custom curated for you. So Amanda and I will see you on Saturday at V-Cycle Studio in South Riding after the 8 a.m. cycling class and after the 9 a.m. stretch class. Anyone that gets started there, so if you're watching and you are a member of V-Cycle or you're going to be there for our event, anyone that gets started with us there with the Muscles and Mocktails starter kit is going to get to take home a canister of Magnesium Natural Calm and a bottle of Wild Orange and their welcome bundle on the site on scene. It's going to be awesome. So many goodies to share with you. So we are just really thrilled to be on this wave with you, and we are just so grateful for the time that you invest in your own health and wellness. And when you start to make these little changes, you start to see huge gains, okay? So reach out to me directly on my website, hillarylemay.com, on Instagram, Facebook, wherever that you'd like to, and I would be so grateful for you to reach out to me. I would love to support you and be that lighthouse for you, help you learn how to easily incorporate essential oils into your lifestyle for your family and for this summer. So much fun. So thank you as always for holding space for me. That is a wrap on my 194th Periscope broadcast. I hope you'll tag me on Instagram or Facebook if you try any of these summer slushies or whatever combos that you put on this little personal spin. I would love to see what you do. I love seeing your creativity, and I'm always so inspired by you. So I will see you at V-Cycle Studio, and then I will see you Monday for the final BOGO announcement of the month, and then again on Thursday, August 1st for the first of the month promotions, and then on August 8th for the next Throw It Out Thursday broadcast. So we're going to see each other a lot over the next couple weeks. So many fun, exciting things to do, and I love supporting you every single day over there in the cloud. So I will see you guys soon, and cheers to you. I hope you enjoy your Magnesium Mocktail hour. Bye!